Hello there, Biakamuso desu and welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio's demo. So, let's load our game. Sure. Yes. That was nearly it for me. Sorry you got dragged into all this. Most of the guard soldiers aren't unhinged maniacs, if it helps. Right. Considering you're apologizing, I guess you aren't the bad guys. I see why Klinger stooped to using hostages as bait. A worthless captain, but he certainly had an eye for new recruits. A surefire tactic against your like. I am heartily ashamed. That aside, you're not passing through these caves, are you? You'd best turn back now if so. Something nasty in the air lately. The gelatinoses jiggling around in there, they're not just little jellies anymore. They're downright dangerous. Tried chasing them away, but a blade doesn't do much to them. Fire's our best shot, or getting someone with an igniter to blast them. Didn't used to be so many of them around. Now there's so many we might never clear them out. This place is a right monster's den these days. All I'm saying is, it's a long way to the other end of the mountain. No man could get through that unscathed. The king's funeral is upon us. We haven't the time to look for other routes. Not much else we can do then, but we should at least make sure we can use some magic. We can use some magic. Deeper inside's a real monster's den, I tell you. You've gotta mind those gelatinoses in particular. They're so blobby that swords won't cut through them. If you run into one, I suggest you set it on fire and cheese it off. I wouldn't go any further if I were you. The mining areas felt strange lately. Not just monsters, there's some dangerous Magla crystal that mesmerizes them, or so the others claim. I thought it mere superstition, but either way it's not normal. Just be on your guard. What's this? This uncanny feeling in the air. The Magla here feels awfully dense too. Was it always like this? It was not. This used to be a completely mundane mine shaft, no different from the others. Perhaps this is what that miner was talking about before. Something about the interior of this place being unusual. Assassinating Louis is our top priority. Do not forget that. Prepare yourselves now, for we'll have no time to rest until we're through here. Mind their numbers and watch your health carefully. We clear? Auto recovery. While moving, press to use auto recovery. This will use a skill from a party member's equipped archetype to heal the party to full health. Well, but I'm full health. Nice. Okay. Done.
よし、かかれ。隙は逃すな。マジシャン燃えろ。話にならんな。まだ暫定がいいから油断する。
これじゃあ戦闘は避けられなさそうね。
このまま落ちる。このまま仕留めるぞ。
終わってる。
使えるというだろう。これじゃなく
落ち着いていこう。風よ。強い。最善を悪は正す。叩き切る。仕上げだ。よし、うまくいった。
Well, damn.
先制させてもらう。
What? Oh, okay. Feral bite. It basically turns you kind of berserk, I guess. I'm not sure what it's int. What's int? Lowers damage. Okay, okay. Ooh, treasure chest. Maglapil. Okay. Oh. Oh, interesting. I'm already high level enough to kind of kill these. Not the snakes though.
使えるというなら爆炎一気に詰め。
さてどうするか。覚悟はいいか。叩き切る。最後だ。熱っ。加減はしない。ちょっと待った。
God damn you douchebags. Let me try the Blizz. Ah, it's weak to Blizzard. Okay, but I didn't have Blizzard before. Ooh, someone's level 3 warrior. Okay. Not good. This was all for naught if our way is blocked. That's not all either. I'm sensing Magla and the feeling's only getting stronger. It's disturbing, like back at the fort. Same as the fort. Surely you don't mean... Fear is a luxury we can't afford right now, lad. Gallica's words are cause for concern, but for now, we need to keep moving. Look closely, lad. There's a gap between those collapsed rocks. We should be able to squeeze through, if we go one at a time. Nice. Did I go back? Did I get to turn around and go back? Yes. Interesting. It says that I have a path. Oh. That's a weird texture. Ooh. Well, that's a nice menu. Equipment. Wait, Galka can have equipment, but why? And for what reason? Hi there, Win. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. You're doing more demos, or are you talking about me doing demos? I'm sorry to hear that you're not doing that great. Yes, I am. I'm trying to see if I finish this one. This is a very big demo. Ooh. What is even this game about? Very good question. Just a second. Block! Okay. How about some blizzard? Ah, it's weak to blizzard. Nice. Oh, damn. Yes! Master Duel, Friday. I think I almost fainted at lunchtime from stress. Oof. That's awful. But did something happen? Is your work being stressful? Is it like personal stuff? But by the way, this game is about, but basically there's like a succession, god damn it, succession war going on. So you have the king of this kingdom. He died. Basically, he was killed by one of the people that are interested in taking over the throne. And that king has a son, but the son is cursed, and people don't know that he's actually still alive. So basically, there's a war around the throne to see who's gonna be the next successor, because it would be the king's son, but the son supposedly died. He didn't die yet, he's under a curse, and basically we, the people that you control, you are trying to stop the war that is happening, and also trying to save the prince so he can succeed the throne and bring a time of peace, I guess. It's just personal stuff as far as I'm aware. Didn't even sleep much last night. Maybe the lack of sleep also helped. Where have I seen that before? Well, it's a very common plot, you know. The difference here is the typical mechanics of an Atlas game. Can be purified at a church. Why do I want to purify this clothes? What do I want to purify? Oh, that's where I came from? Okay, this is a blocked path. Wait. This is just... Oh, okay. But I'm... I think it's more than no sleep, but yeah, with my girlfriend being in exam season, the fact I don't have her clothes and I'm constantly thinking on her and how her exams are gonna go, it's a lot on my plate. And my brain is really not being able to handle it. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that it's the only thing affecting you, I'm saying that lack of sleep is also adding to it. The thing is, since I had to leave, I knew internally I was gonna suffer. Why I'm trying to finally get streaming back, keep myself occupied. Heck, even overworking at work. Overworking, I understand the idea of keeping yourself busy, but overworking is not the answer. Do be careful with that. It's that and the fact my girlfriend in Swine has no time due to exam season. It's a conjunction thing. It's just now boiling over. Yeah, of course, it's a time where she needs to concentrate on the exams she's taking. Understandably. It's just normal, okay. Okay, so I'm kind of confused as to where I'm trying to go. Okay, so this is... Ah, through here, I see. Even more than normal, she only has a chance, yeah. Hey, see that room over there? The magma feels less dense there compared to the rest of this place. Is that so? I don't feel anything. I thought it was just a feeling, but now I can see it. It's like the magma hollows out just for that room. Back in the sanctum, I learned that fairies are natural adepts at sensing magma. It's safe to assume that Gallica is no exception. Maybe we can get some rest in there? Why don't we head inside? That's not a bad idea. We should catch our breath before continuing. Oh, so these are our typical rest save rooms, I guess. This does seem like an ideal place to rest. I'm just wondering why the magma's thinner here. I couldn't tell you much. It's just like a feeling I get. There is varying intensity to the magma that floats through the air. For example, think of it like steam or smoke. It seems not much could seep into this room. A magma hollow, if you will. Even your igniters won't work as well in here. A magma hollow seems as good a term as any, and all the better if Gallica can sense them. You could say that. It's easier to spot the big absence of magma when the area around it is flooded with the stuff. The beasts seem loath to approach as well. Let's catch our breath here while we can. In dungeons you'll find places called magma hollows, which can be used as resting points. Yeah, it's a hideout. Here you can safely speak with your allies, record your travels, or visit Academia. This tunnel's just crawling with monsters, isn't it? The magma is really dense too. I never imagined it would be this dangerous. Indeed, it's nothing like what we were told. Grias, are you familiar with this place? I don't know of any concrete details, lad, but I can say that these monsters weren't here the last time I passed through. So you're saying that these monsters are the result of this thick magma? Well, if there is a reason for it, I can only assume it's the workings of Magla. But there's no point in speculating. We must focus on fulfilling the mission. We'll keep moving once we've gotten some rest.
ようこそ。気になるかい？気になるかい？何を知りたいんだい？
There's nothing to do here.
行こう。何かの役に立つんじゃない？もらっときましょう。
What's going on here? There are monsters everywhere, and doesn't the air feel off? How is it that you're here? Have you been following us? Well, I considered returning to Grand Tread. I reckoned passing through here would be a shortcut, and it felt safe considering you lot took this way as well. Seems right foolish in hindsight. There's something bad up ahead, mark my words. I think I'll head back. But you're continuing on this way, I take it. If there's anything you need, I'll be here a bit before I set off. I think this is enough of a sign to cut my ties to the illicit mining. Once I return to Grand Tread, I'll get a new venture up and running. You'll lot take care too. I reckon you have lots going on, but I wish you the best of luck. Wait, something feels really wrong further in. It might be what I was sensing. Unfortunately, we've got no choice but to press on, regardless of what lies ahead. I'm going to open it. Are you ready? Let's go! Good to hear. Let's go. But yeah, that looks ominous. I can see the glow of a strange crystal, and an even stranger monster in front of it. What is that? Okay.
あれはマグナの結晶か。だが何か様子がおかしい。そういえば聞いたことがある。人気のない土地では濡れたものを狂わせる危険な結晶が見つかることがあると。
それ迷信じゃなかったの？確かにまがまがしさで溢れてるけど。
普通じゃない。まさか人間の一種か。こ
の動き、まるで結晶を守ってるような。
来るぞ。
Let's go. Okay, resist. Fire? Nope. Yeah, melee does.
叩き切る。
さて行くぞ。
Blizzard.
これ
Aha!
シーカー突きやれろ。手加減はなしだ。切り捨てる。
慌てることもない。ラジシャ氷結。
恥ずかしくない戦いをする加減はしない。まだ勝機はある。空よ。
英雄の力これ。
自由な王者の魂をここに。貴族として責務は果たすさ。ファイター叩き切る。
さてラジシャ氷結。
自由な旅人の力を加減はしない。まだ倒れるわけには。
借りができたな。
何か策は。ファイター。往生際が悪い。
俺が本気やるぞ。これ。
落ち着いていこう。この力で立て直す。オンに切る。さてどうするか。はあ切り捨てる。思ったより耐えるな。
The front row is being targeted.
マヨと。ラジシャ氷結。
Okay. I was like, the front row is being targeted and I was gonna just fall back, but
驚かれるものではない。
この結晶は何なんだろう。まがまがしさに怪物も引き寄せられていたのかも。危なそうだし壊しといた方が良さそうね。
いろいろ気にはなるが、ここで考えても仕方がない。今はとにかく先に進もう。
まさか。
どうする。
What am I seeing? Another human? Another crystal? What is that? Just look at the size of it. It's a dragon! Not something I'd hope to ever stumble upon. I'm afraid that's a dragon. A dragon? You mean those creatures from the legends? I've never seen one with my own eyes. Now I understand why the mine was closed. They must have dug right into this thing's roost and had no choice but to back off. This mine taps a magnificent vein of resources. Only something as terrible as a dragon could have forced them to abandon such a lucrative operation. Luck is on our side that we've got it slumbering like this. We can slip past it and continue forward. Almost a shame. It has all sorts of things in its little, well, big nest. I can sense something tinged with Magla too. Dragons are ancient, and strong Magla follows in their wake. Just the way it goes. Any so-called special item you're sensing is bound to have its fill of it. You're making it sound kind of appealing, but we're sure to end up in a fight if we try to take it. Don't make this decision lightly, Will. On that note, let's push on. Quietly now, and I do mean that. We wake that thing up, we're in for the fight of our lives. But there are monsters around here too. Aye, if they see us and cause a ruckus, then we're done for. Keep your distance from them as we make our way through. Understood? Good. Let's go. Hi there, Andre! How are you doing? Welcome! A dungeon and a dragon. Is this looking like Dungeons and Dragons? Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it, I'm just gonna go. No stream! Oh, somehow we made it through. I was expecting the worst to happen, but thankfully we'll live to see another day. We got lucky this time. Had that thing awoken, we'd be in a very different situation. If anyone truly intends to kill the beast, they'd need to have a gauntlet runner. A gauntlet runner would certainly make our return to Grand Trad much easier. You may as well wish for the moon. Only the most prominent nobles have the means to secure a runner for themselves. Yes, nice, but can't we move on? We're still done for if the dragon wakes up, so let's not overstay our welcome. Não me podia repetir a ser a run em stream. Okay. It makes sense. So you're gonna play it off stream, is what you're saying. Look, isn't that the exit? It is! We can finally get out of here! Looks like we can finally breathe easy, at least for a moment. Or not. I think the dragon still woke up. Dois finais! Two endings! A dragon's roar, and you feel that shaking, right? How do you feel the shaking? You're floating. You're flying. Does the air shake? I don't think that's how it works, right? It's getting stronger. What's going on here? It's a cave-in. If you value your lives, run. Was this bridge this long? Oh no, oh no. Don't. It's not, it was a cave-in. Apparently it was not the dragon.
ギリギリ助かった。
全員無事のようだな。
心臓止まりそうだったけどね。寿命縮まったかも。
雨か。ジレルが今日はここで野宿だな。ここを抜ければどこかで乗り合いの馬車も拾えるだろう。それでオートに向かおう。時間が惜しい。
馬車を使って大丈夫か？
今は国葬のおかげで遠方からの旅人が多い。むしろ目立たないだろう。
You sure this is a demo? Sure seems like a big game for free. I don't make the rules. What I can assure you is that I have not paid for the game. So I do hope that it is the demo, but it's a really big demo indeed.
馬車か。また襲われないといいけど。
雨で体が冷えるとまずい。一旦水が来ないところで休むぞ。
But yeah, that's a very generous demo.
あったかい。生き返る。
凍えずに済んだな。こうしてると子供の頃を思い出す。あの頃は野山で夜明かしなんて恥だと思っていた。うちは片田舎の貧乏貴族でな。両親は金の工面で周りに頭を下げてばかり。正直軽蔑していた。貴族の証は格式ある暮らしをすること。あの頃はそう思い。
Generous is an understatement, yeah.
でも7年前の春だ。村が謎の怪物に襲われた。今思えば人間だったんだ。燃え盛る村で俺は使用人と一緒に逃がされて、避難した先で両親が来るのを待っていた。だがそれが今生の別れになった。軽蔑していた両親は逃げ遅れた者を守るために最後まで残って応戦していたんだ。
That must have been hard.
辛かったな。だがおかげで目が覚めた。天地がひっくり返ったよ。初めて分かった。あれこそ貴族だってな。でも結局村は失われ、残ったのは人間に滅ぼされた村ってちっぽけな歴史だけだ。父はあの時王都に助けを求めたのに無視され続けた。軍は人間の脅威をとうに知っていたはずなんだ。もしも軍がルイが自身の名声を高めるためわざと見捨てたんだとしたら、俺はルイを。
ねえクライアス、私たち仲間になったんだよね。だったら話していいと思う。
そうだな。そいつの持つ剣を見ていろいろ思い出してたところだ。
剣がどうかしたのか？
あの剣は組織の使者の証でもある 元は幼い殿下のために陛下から授けられたものでな。魔法の素養が高い殿下に馴染むよう地金にマグラが練り込まれた特別な品だった。だが殿下は稽古に飽きては剣を浮かせたり、それに飛び乗ろうとしたり、手を焼かされたものだ。そんな日々も長く続かなかった。事の始まりは12年前だ。
聞いたことくらいあるさ。王子が襲われたんだろう。
企みに気づけなかった俺の失態だ。あの晩もこんな雨だったな。
It's raining? What do you mean? It's raining?
落ちていくか、こしらえ。宇宙に入り込んだと誰の手引きだ。
Oh, this girl. Yod! It's your forger! So, your forger is an assassin. Here, she protects people from assassins. The voice actress for the redhead guard.
何をしている、おい。
The voice actress is the same as your forger, Shinobu Kocho, and you know, she has done a lot of roles. And the sudden change of music is funny.
受けた呪いは驚くほど複雑な魔法だった。王都中の魔法医が集められたが、誰一人手に負えず、殿下の体は日に日に弱っていった。もはや術者本人に設計を吐かせない限り、解除は困難。術者の死をもって術の持続を止めるしかない。
なぜルイが犯人だと？
見たのさ、この駅士の一人がな。当時ルイは今のお前たちよりもっと若くて大人の体格じゃなかった。それが今では救世主扱い。王家2代を手にかけた国賊がだ。王子殿下と亡き陛下に報いるため、そして何より王国の未来のために、これがルイを殺す理由だ。
なるほどな。奴が返り咲くため、人間の恐ろしさを触れ回るために、俺の故郷も餌にされたわけか。極秘の情報なんだろう。話してくれて感謝する。
我らローグ族は恩義を3代先まで忘れない。ただし恨みもだ。ルイを決して許すわけにはいかない。
まさかそんな事情とはな。なあ、お前にとってもこの任務は大事ってことでいいんだよな。
ああ、もちろん。
想像してたよりずっと重い荷物を背負ってたんだな。何にせよお前は命の恩人だ。それに共に大切なものを守りたいと思う同志だ。一緒にこの国を救ってやろう。 しかし夜は冷えるな。そろそろ飯にするか。オートはもうすぐなんだ。舞祝いと行こうじゃないか。
疲れたな。
Okay, just to make sure, let me save. Okay. I want to talk to Gallica. I can't believe not just you, but Stroll and Graius have awakened to that power. I heard that mysterious voice again when it happened. I wonder what it was. Oh, I'm exhausted. That magla was unusually dense and now it's already dark. I hope I can see a beautiful clear sky tomorrow. We still have a long way to go to Grand Trad. We should get some sleep for tomorrow. I thought to join the army and work my way up the ranks the traditional way. Never thought things would turn out like this. I didn't expect to run into humans and dragons, nor to be bestowed with an extraordinary power. Was this the path I was always headed for? Or is this all thanks to you? Well, I'm not complaining either way. Once we pull off the assassination and the prince returns to power, I think our country will be on a better path. I'll get my revenge on Louis, no matter what it takes. Though I must admit, all this camping is taking its toll on me. A delicious meal would be nice once we're in Grand Trad. Sometime after the assault, together with a small entourage, we decided to take His Highness out in secret to an appropriate hiding place. He was attacked in the royal palace, the place where he was supposed to be safest. We knew not when he'd be attacked again if we stayed in Grand Trad. Naturally, His Highness was considered missing, and eventually his death was deemed official. From that time on, our organization was formed to restore His Highness to power. I'm sure there are those who resent us for vanishing from the palace without a word. After all, even the royal guards who protected His Highness were kept in the dark. If they had known, they would have had no choice but to stop us. Even if they had accompanied us or let us go, they would have been guilty of treason, a terrible fate for young knights who have so much ahead of them. Let's rest. Oh, here we are.
あれ？私確か寝たはず。
うん。やはりな。君らが眠っている間なら、僕からも望んでつながることができるみたいだ。どうやら力を順調に使いこなしているようだね。実に結構。前にも言った通り、アーキタイプは他者との出会いによって新たに芽生え成長していく。探すんだ。過去の英雄、王者たちにも匹敵する美徳、王冠や勲章など関係ない。大事なのは己の道を背負うものであることだ。そうやって仲間や支援者たちが増えてゆけば、君の力はより磨かれ、高みへと近づくだろう。いつかそんな風に人が手を取り合い、君のように己自身の力で自由に未来を選べたなら、まさ
いや、支援者も何も、私たち今人から隠れたい立場なんだけど。
英雄も孤立していては異端者に終わるという話を前にもしたはずだ。つまりアーキタイプといえど、各々に得意や不得意があり、考えて使わなければ強みにはならない。戦場では命は君が思うよりもずっと簡単に失われる。学んで考え抜いて初めて拾えるものだ。試練や壁にぶつかった時こそ冷静に周りを見てほしい。小さな可能を積み上げた先に必ず勝ち筋はある。さて、じき夜も明けそうだね。今後も期待して見守らせてもらうよ。また。国葬まであと4日。
よし。
The king's funeral's coming up, is it not? We should hurry back to Grand Trad.
ここだな。
We'll need to catch a carriage soon if we want to make it to the royal capital. We can wait no longer. Are you ready?
よし、行くか。
秘密裏に事を運ぶためノルド廃鉱山を抜けることにした一行は新たな力を得て国軍の追っ手とドラゴンという脅威を振り払った。思わぬ足止めにかかった時間を取り戻すため辻馬車を探すのだった。国葬まであと2日。
Well, already 2 days?
ようやく馬車が拾えたな。これで国葬には無事間に合いそうだ。
前に馬車乗ってた時は賊に襲われたのよ。今考えるとあれルイの信奉者ね。思い出したくもないけど。
今のお前たちなら賊ごときに遅れは取らんだろう。心配するな。
True.
こうしてると出発した日のことを思い出すな。あの時はまさか俺とお前の他に誰も生きて帰れないなんて想像もしてなかった。先のことなんてわからないもんだな。
辛い。
残念ながら顔と名前が一致する間もなかった。俺に絡んできてたルサントの男も名前さえ知らないままだ。
短い間に色々ありすぎた。私たちが世の中だと思ってた景色ってなんてちっぽけだったのかしら。
生まれた町から一歩も出ずに生涯を終える者もザラにいる。だが俺たちを待つ運命はどうもそうじゃないらしい。
そろそろオートだ。あまり喋るな。
あなたはもしや戻られたのですね。遠路ご苦労様でした。
まだこの顔を忘れていない者がいたとは驚きだ。
何を言われます。
まあ陛下が亡くなったと聞けばな。知らない建物が増えたな。離れていた時の長さを実感する。
軍が一番変わりましたよ。水面下の後継者争いに振り回され、正直誰を守る軍なのかわからない時があります。おまけに辺境で怪物騒ぎまで。兵もろくに足りていません。
混乱も明日までだ。国葬が済めば次の王も正式に決まる。そうなれば捜索隊もお役御免か。そんなものがあったことなどほとんど誰も覚えていないだろう。
国葬まであと1日。ノルド廃鉱山を抜け辻馬車を拾った一行は国葬の
Well, I see that after having so many fights, this is now becoming, very exposition dump.
街並みを眺めながら果たすべき目的の大きさに改めて身を引き締めるのだった。
キリンが出てきたな。降ったりせんだろうな。
明日の国葬大丈夫なの？兵隊さんが足りないと聞いたわ。
心配いらんだろう。 お偉方は皆ご自分の護衛を連れてる。そうそう荒事など起きんよ。
人目を引くなよ。日陰通りにミツバチのささやき亭って宿がある。詳しい話はついてからだ。
Oh, I like that icon. Grias went ahead. Let's hurry after him. Yeah, no summary yet. He's probably playing ReFantazio. He already has a few hours in the game. So this is Sunshade Row. Seems a fine place to disappear from prying eyes. But where's the inn? You suppose we should ask around? The Hushed Honeybee Inn. Only bad sorts of folk in there, you know. Well, go at your own risk. I won't stop you. Well, tell me where. You know the narrow alley behind the right side of the gallows? Go down that and there'll be some stairs. It's at the end of the way. That accursed landlord. Told him my mother comes tomorrow and he still springs all this work on me. Hey you, fancy a riddle? Where is one sure to find the kind-hearted in this country? No idea. Right up on those gallows there. Yes, the people hanging there are good, virtuous people. A true villain never faces judgment, no matter their crimes. By the way, you're not from the capital, are you? What brings you to this cesspool of a city? I like how Stroll's model was just pushed back by that NPC. Ah, the honeybee. What business might one have there? When will the next execution be? Oh, I can't wait. That last Nydia was a sight to behold. It's not often you get to see such pathetic cowering. Well, you are wrong in the head, lady. Don't look at me, damn Elda. Well, you're drunk and stupid. Imagine being both. What is that? Glom Hall. Glom Hall? If it's an igniter shop, they're doing a good job disguising it. Either way, we need to be elsewhere right now. I imagine I couldn't go in, but I still wanted to try. What are you doing here? There's any place for a guy of your stature. Hold on, Anelda. I see, so that's why. Is that right? I won't pry, mate. For both our sakes. We know how it is being put through the ringer, too. Sorry about picking a fight with you. Haha. This is the Hushed Honeybee Inn. Yes. Finally, a place to get a proper rest. Something good's cooking too, I can smell it. Let's hurry inside.
戻ったのかい？
お父さん、お帰りなさい。
Oh.
マリア、いい子にしてたか？こいつらは今度入った新兵の小僧たちだ。
ずいぶん若いね。よろしく。ここで宿屋をやってるファビアンヌよ。マリアもちゃんと挨拶して。
いらっしゃいませ。
おい、注文まだなのか？
マリア、お願いできるかい？
わかった。
聞いてたより戻りが早いじゃないか。何かあった？
兵をな、随分失った。
そっか。
まさかグライアスが子持ちとはな。
I mean, he's old enough for that, but usually you never see families of these people, so both the protagonist and Stroll being orphans is kind of predictable. Never thought Graius would have a family.
いつもすまないな。マリアのこと、もう少しだけ頼めるか？
任せといて。今やうちの看板娘さ。この人に付き合わされて疲れたろう。とびっきりうまい夕飯用意するからさ。
飯が済んだら上に行くぞ。
これから舌が。
落ち着いて食え。
うまかったな。特にあの肉、焼けるような辛さが食べてるうちに癖になって。
微動鶏の紅香草焼き、あいつの故郷の名物料理だ。ここは組織の息がかかった宿でな。あいつには世話になりっぱなしだ。
手駒が少ないとは聞いたが、本当に俺たちだけなのか？
別動してる者もいると聞いてはいる。だが不在の間、訪ねてきた同志はいなかったそうだ。匿名は俺たちでやるしかない。
ルイの暗殺か。大仕事だぞ。
グライアス、作戦はあるの？聞かせて。
So what is our
葬儀
plan?
の最中に殺す？白昼だぞ。無理に決まってる。
Insane indeed, but I did not expect anything else.
そこを逃せば狙える機会は他にない。大丈夫だ。ルイに近づくのは俺だけだ。お前たちは別の場所からルイの気を引いてくれ。その隙に俺が背後に回る。例の力は目立ちすぎる。当てにするなよ。怪物退治と人殺しは別物だ。獲物はこいつを使う。
正気か？相手は凄腕の魔導士なんだぞ。俺たちも何か。
ダメだ。邪魔になる。組みついて直に首をかっ切る。これが一番確実なんだ。経験もある。好きさえ作れれば問題ない。
I don't know about this.
心配だけど。
大丈夫だ。任せておけ。よかったらマリアに声をかけてやってくれ。一人で寂しがってるはずだ。
一緒に寝てやらないのか？
今夜は準備がある。部屋には近づけられない。
完全に父親の顔だな。悪い。俺は早めに休む。疲れを取っておかなきゃ。
Hi there, Alex. How are you doing? Welcome.
みんな勝手ね。けどマリアを放っておくのもかわいそうだし、一応話しかけに行ってみる？
なあ。
After nothing but the hard ground of campsites, I'm looking forward to sleeping tonight. You can handle Graius' daughter, can't you? Yeah, I can, but come on. I can faintly hear the hustle and bustle of the city from beyond the closed shutters.
ゆっくりしてって。
Cryas and I go some ways back. Please make yourselves at home.
どうかしたの？
一緒に遊ぼうと思って。
マリアと遊ぶの？もう夜だよ。そういえばお父さんが言ってた。珍しい本を持ってるから見せてもらえって。本に興味があるの？まだ見たことないからどんなのかなって。
一緒に読む？
本当？あ、でもお手伝いが。
マリア、ここはもう大丈夫だから上で遊んできな。い
いの？
今日もよく頑張ったからね。
You're tired? I see you have been having very intense days.
本読みたい。絵もいっぱい。本ってこういうのなんだね。字はね、ファビアーナさんに教わったの。店の手伝いにも役立つからって。
字が読めるなんて偉いね。
少ししか読めないけど覚えるの楽しいよ。頑張ると褒めてくれるし嬉しい。お父さんには
Thank you so much for stopping by, Alex, and I hope you have a very good rest and a very good night's sleep.
強いんだね。
お父さん忙しいし、それより帰ってきたから嬉しい。ありがとう。お話できてすごく楽しい。
また一緒に遊ぼう。
本当に？また遊んでくれる？じゃあ約束。お父さんの仕事を手伝うんでしょ？怪我しないでね。危ない仕事もあるって聞いてるから。
She must be feeling anxious herself, but she's still concerned from the bottom of her heart about our safety. I feel comforted by Maria's kind-hearted nature.
心清き少女マリア。彼女こそセリオシの幸福を心に許すもの。彼女との絆を育てることであなたに眠る新たな力が目覚めるでしょう。
ありがとう。
I can sense the heroic embodiment of the healer from Maria. You can now study the healer in Academia. Try seeing what new powers await you.
お父さん、しばらくお家にいるかな？すぐにお別れだと寂しいかも。
いるようにお願いしてみよう。
これ、もう少しだけ読んだらファビアンナさんのとこで寝るね。じゃあ読んでいくね。この国ではメタ王様がの声を聞いて国の生活を守っている。ねえ、ここは何て書いてあるの？
社会が国民を守る。これがこの理想郷の基本理念である。ね、誰もが平等で
安全に暮らし、生活に貧富の差はない。故に争いもない。全員が助け合うべき仲間なのだ。つまりみんな喧嘩しないで仲良く暮らしてるってことね。すごい。こんな場所ここでなら仲間外れにされることもないんだよね。本もうちょっとだけ読んでいい？こりゃ当分寝られそうにないね。
No. They didn't win. It would have been interesting if they said.
城下を練り歩き、最後に大聖堂まで運ばれる。お前たちは大聖堂で警備兵に紛れ
Hearing something, yes.
合図したら騒ぎを起こしてルイの気を引いてもらう。
兵隊に紛れるって制服はもう。
ファビアンヌに無理言って繕ってもらった。
一晩でか。徹夜だろうに。どれどれ。
昨日はマリアが世話になったな。また相手をしてやってくれ。
うん、任せて。
すまんな。なかなか友達もできないみたいでな。ここを出たら別行動だ。分かってるな。大聖堂に着いたら警備兵を装い、中で騒ぎを起こす。
こっちは大丈夫だからさ、心配しないで。
お父さん。
夜には帰る。いい子にしてるんだぞ。
また本でも読もうか。
本当に？
帰ってきたらみんなで一緒に夕飯を食べよう。
うん。気をつけて。
いってらっしゃい。
すべて終えたら夜にここで合流だ。頼んだぞ。
ああ。よし。準備して大聖堂に向かうぞ。
Press R1 to open the local map. Icons show where each facility is located. Major facilities include the weapon shop, armor shop, general store, and magic shop. To get to the Grand Cathedral, we've got to head down Sunlomeo Street and then turn right when we get to the square in front of the gallows. There should be some shops selling weapons or armor on our way, so let's stop by. If you can find them, your map should help. Does that mean this place is peaceful enough that you can connect to Academia? Come to think of it, I did find a new power. I should go to Academia when I can.
あの場所へ。
興味深い。
So you've a new archetype, have you? I expected nothing less. Please, do not hesitate to inform me when you wish to study it.
Yoshi, yoshi.
Ah, thank you for coming. You seem to be walking your own path, as I expected you would. Splendid. I realize this is sudden, but there's something I wanted to ask of you regarding the power you all are gifted with, about archetypes. I have a task I'd like you to undertake. What do you mean by task? To stand fearless in the face of change, that may not only alter your form but reveal the heroic qualities you embody. That, indeed, is the truth of archetypes. The heroes of our kingdom's history all showed a glimpse of such power, though not to the extent you have. Yet now their tales are largely forgotten, fables in obscurity. A hero standing alone is no hero at all, but a simple dissenter. Without the support of others, their ideals are soon buried beneath history's weight, and their lives go unnoticed. The same holds true for archetypes. An archetype will only reach their ultimate power once you obtain and unite many heroic embodiments. If you can achieve this, my dream shall too be fulfilled. In this way, I am sure we can take the first step toward the ideal world I described in my novel. Researching this power is vital for me as well. For our first task, I'd like you to cultivate the heroic embodiment of the healer. I am certain the task will be a fruitful opportunity for you to hone what draws others to you, that is to say, your outwardly royal virtue. You need but complete your task and speak to me. That act alone will grant me boundless understanding. Thank you for coming so quickly to your decision. A confrontation with your nemesis is inevitable, is it not? For all your plans and devices, one day you will have to face and fight Count Louis. To that end, you must seek to awaken new and stronger archetypes and research the way their powers complement each other. Did this guy just spoil and say that Grias is gonna fail in his attempt to kill Louis? I mean, of course, that's something that I actually expected, because of course, that would mean the end of the game. But at the same time, he's kind of spoiling it. Chance encounters often spur a hero to grow and indeed change the very world around them. As we share a fantasy of ideals, surely I too will share in this growth. And when that happens, my memories may gradually return. The king's seal upon them may fade. Such is where this place is, and why the king can find me here. Through research you gain more power, and I regain my memories, and ultimately we reach the utopia I dream of. A mutually beneficial agreement, no? Already your efforts have done much for my research. Now there is more I can do to assist you. If an archetype has learned the skill, I can make it inheritable by other archetypes. I can show you whenever you'd like. In this way your encounters with others will become a source of even greater strength. Let us face these hardships together. I have high hopes for your future endeavors. Unlocking skills in Academia. Skill inheritance is now available. You can now spend mag to unlock previously learned skills and give them to other archetypes. You can individually set the skills each archetype inherits. The healer. This is the archetype you sensed from Maria's way of life. Its heroic embodiment is that of a saintly presence who gives strength to others through their love and devotion to all life. 1,000 meg is required to channel the healer for the first time. Do you want to awaken it? Yes, please. I mean, you kinda gave me an assignment, I kinda need to grind it. That is the power I seek. Then so be it. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as a healer. O worthy art who tempers anxiety and strength, if thou art prepared to reach out a hand to any need, even amidst the chaos of battle, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the healer. So this is the power of the healer's soul. I feel the power of restoration and light within me. I will help others. For anyone in need, I will do all in my power.
よし、また強くなったぞ。おや？また来るといい。
Hey now, elder lad. That's a nice sword you've got there. Relax, I'm no thief. But that sword says you're a mercenary, so I've got a little proposal for you. You must have picked up some mag from fighting monsters, yeah? If you're not using it, let me take it off your hands. By mag, I'm talking about tiny magma crystal shards. I buy them up on order of the Sanctus Church. The accumulators out there gather it too, but I say they're inefficient. Anyway, what else would you use it for? Pretty sweet deal I'm offering, mate. Mag, that's the currency we use to study archetypes in Academia. If you're really strapped for money, you could exchange mag here. You need both though, so I'll leave it up to you. Yeah, maybe don't. Let's go, but I'm not sure I will be able. Let's find somewhere out of sight so we can change. What the hell?
なんだこれは。あやつ王家の花と知っての同席か。
宿な弔いに王族以外が持ち込むなど、なんたるハレンチな。自分が王とでも言っているようではないか。
けだものめ。
愚かな王は死んだ。ここに並ぶ貴族や宗教家どもに失望し、自らの弱さに打ちひしがれたのだ。
言わせておけば。
なんて言い草。
狂ってる。葬儀の場で
ルイ様の言う通り、貴族どもが悪い。
もっと言って。
この国は今有史以来の危機にさらされている。全ての者に現実を見せてやる。壁の中で見る機会もなかったの。これが人間だ。ただの噂ではない。今やこの国は人間の巣窟なのだ。ついに国境の砦までも人間に落とされた。じきに全土がそうなる。弱き王が招いた災いだ。ならば力ある者こそ新たな王にふさわしい。
己貴様、謀反を起こす気か。
王も継ぎ手もおらぬのに誰の謀反だというのだ。ならば冷然にて今決めよ。このルイ・グイアベルンこそユークロニアの新たな王であると。
I would call this immediately a red flag. What is happening?
何事だ。
What the hell? What is happening? Yeah, I mean, he declares like he's the rightful heir or the righteous successor. The palace is floating. What the?
Masaka, 王の魔法なのか。
我が名はユトロダイウス5世。
国王陛下。
新たなる王の誕生を望むその願い、聞き届けよう。
Oh, don't tell me.
ユトロダイウス5世と。あんかまさか国王陛下。そんな陛下亡くなったのでは。なぜ。
静まれ。言葉を拝聴せよ。我は宣言する。我が魂が真にこの世を離れる定めの日、今より夜旅の月が移ろいし後、来たる英雄の日、その日までに国民の信託を最も集めし者が次なる王となる資格を得るものとする。
王となる資格だと信託を集める。
我が魂は天空より全てを見通し、全ての者の心の声を集める。なんとたりとも本心を偽ることはできぬ。
なんだこれ。
心の声しかと見通したり、今この時次なる王として最も信託を集めし者は
オーデン様。
ルイ様だ。ルイ様もいるぞ。
王の候補だと。
面白い見せ物だ。この私にも世継ぎとなる資格を与えるというのだな。
口を閉じよルイ。亡き陛下の弔いを汚すと何たる狼藉。そなたが王になるなどありえぬ。
ならば問うてみるか。民草よ、フォーデンが王で本当に良いのか。今こそまやかしの教えから目覚めるのだ。生まれや種族など関係ない。私は命に貴賤なく世界を望む。従うなら人間の脅威から守ろう。幸福を取り戻そうではないか。
I'm so tired of hearing Louis. Just shut up, dude. You have a great voice actor, but shut up.
村を救わなかった。化け物相手にはどうしようもない。
奴隷でも指示すれば守ってくれる。
騙されるな。あいつはそんなやつじゃ。ね
え、見て。ルイ様がフォーデン様にどんどん迫ってるわ。
本当に人の心を見透かしているというのか。
ルイ、民心を惑わせよって。
国難を人間を打つ力なくして未来はない。この私と共に立ち、まやかしに反旗を翻す者諸君らは守ってやる。だが従えぬ者は容赦なく殺す。たとえ誰であってもだ。
それが王族であってもか。
国を担えもせぬ王など大罪人よ。当然の報いだ。
貴様、
やはり奴が陛下と殿下を。
ふざけるなルイ。お前みたいな悪党が王だと許されるわけない。国が滅びる。おい、誰だ。無礼者。王族殺しの好きにさせるかよ。
そうだ。
よし、いいぞ。お前も行け。
ガイアスは
神の意志を力で積むことは許さぬ。我が力にて罰を下す。
罰か。いい腕だ。亡き王族への忠義か。だとすれば皮肉だな。王は貴様が気に入らぬようだ。
嘘。
言ったはずだ。逆らう者は殺すと。
So, isn't this an example that under these guys' rule, it's gonna be a dictatorship?
あらゆる生まれの民よ、我が理想のもとに集え。理不尽で風貌ない境からこの私が守ろう。
ルイ様しかいねえわ。
指示しなかったら殺されるわ。
どちらにつくべ
き。来たる英雄の日。我が審判により民の信託を最も集めし者が次なる王となる。あらゆる種族、身分、咎人、万民に大いに挑む権利がある。我が瞳は天空より全ての心を見通し、望まれたる者の顔を石踏みにて示すであろう。なんとたりとも阻むことは許さぬ。全ての地に伝えよう。
And no ceremonies, they just killed the character off, I guess. Here, thank you so much for the raid. I'm trying to finish the demo. How are you doing? Even more hours. Am I gonna play the freaking full game? What? Who are you? Bayonetta. A big demo is an understatement. How was your stream, Kier? What were you doing? Valorant. Ooh, street novel. What's that?
それまでしばし聖堂に曲がりさせていただくとしよう。王の服もが開ける日が最悪の日となるだろう。邪魔しに来れば殺す。
ひるむな。死者が蘇ることなどない。下法で人形のように操っているだけだ。
来るよ。構えて。
You know what? I'm gonna brace myself to stop this. With abilities. But you are a cardboard. Anxiety status. Party members have a chance to be afflicted with anxiety in two circumstances: when you are ambushed into battle or when they receive a critical hit from an enemy during battle. Allies afflicted with anxiety will be unable to control archetype skills, and attacks against them won't consume enemy turn icons, among other things. Pay special attention to his status ailment. Is there any way for me to cure? No, I cannot. Ah. Miss. Is there still anxiety? How do I know? Okay. Okay.
さっきの男、兵を連れて聖堂に入ったのか。
ここには墓地があったな。彼の目論は。
はっ、かしこまりました。
丁重に扱ってやってくれ。顔なじみなんだ。亡き陛下。いや、王子殿下のために正しいことをしたんだ。私の名はヒュルケンベルグ。尋ねたいことがある。さっきの力、ただの兵士じゃないな。
そっちこそ誰だ。ただの。
私は騎士だ。警備兵を率いる。
騎士。
お前たちが偽物であることには目をつむろう。アルセスの知り合いらしいし
な。アルセスって？
話はあの男を捕らえた後だ。奴の
王爵を？
お願いです、誰か来て。助けてください。取り残されているのか。他にも大勢。
さっきの男と鉢合わせ。
騎士として見過ごすわけにはいかない。ついてこら。
騎士様が素性の知れ。
戦えるなら身分は問わん。
ここで帰ったら。
Oh my god, another raid! Hi there, Pandarai, thank you so much for the raid. I'm trying to end stream and this thing doesn't let me save.
止めても行くんだよね。
俺のことを分かってきたようだな。骸骨どもに気をつけろよ。
こっちだ。こっちだ。
This way, we are upward bound. Careful, it's going to collapse. Watch out! Drat, we've been separated. I say, are you alright? Somehow, yeah, problem is... Damn it, there's no way up now. Seek another path. I shall ascend from here. Got it, we'll catch up. Let us meet again above. Fight well, be not reckless. I like the way she speaks. She speaks kinda different from other characters. Okay. Wait. Is this the way he normally attacks? I don't think so. Is it? I don't know why, but I felt like he had a sword before. Ah, I knew it. I wonder how much... Okay, melee doesn't do much, I see. But I really wanted to try. Oh, because I have like special... Oh, interesting. Why is it showing up differently? Huh, interesting. Maybe strength? Who the hell are these? Where'd they come from? No, stay back! That damn necromancer. He's attacking defenseless civilians. We can't just leave them. Come on, we have to help. Are you unhurt? We're all right, thanks to you. But who are you? Which organization do you belong to? Please, please save my son. He's up ahead. We'll look for him. Please, wait here until we send word. Are you lot really with the state army? Ah well, makes no difference in the end. A rescue's a rescue after all. I'll watch over her. Sorry to make you do this, but please look for her son. So, did it really go around? Not really, I see. Oh, okay. Andre, hi there, welcome. How are you doing? Hello. Infinito. Never ending. It's going on forevermore. I actually have the full game for free and nobody told me. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm not sure what is going on. A child. He must be in this room. I know for sure that it has an end, because Emmanuel finished the demo, but it's never ending for me. I'm not sure how he's playing a different game. No, I don't. I don't have the full game. I don't. I mean, I wouldn't mind having the full game for free, but that's not really the case. It's going to be alright. Are you hurt? Yeah, it was scary. You were very brave. Thank you, sir. It looks like he's okay. I'm gonna go get that soldier. No, he didn't. I know he didn't because he bought Sonic Generations, you know? The Sonic Shadow Generations, you know? Because he wanted to play that, so he bought that. So I know for sure he didn't buy this one. Thank you, and well done. I'll get them to safety. You two should get out of here as well. The area ahead is much too dangerous. Honestly, I'm not sure even the state army can handle this. We've further business to attend to. Take care of the child, if you would. Thank you kindly for saving me, sirs. You be careful too. How were you able to not play anything today? Not in the mood. I do understand that. Sometimes you're just so tired from work that you feel like maybe unwinding by reading something or watching something and not really, you know, doing something. Ooh, second DLC. Oh, it's gonna come out already? Nice. Did you see? I released today my review for Alan Wake Remastered. So much time after I played it. Doesn't matter. I think I got turned around. Wait. This is where I was going. No, wait, this is a dead end. Is this? This is a dead end? Okay. Oh, okay, so I don't have any options. Just going back. Oh, I have Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4 Remake with Ada's separate ways, Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil 7, Yakuza 6, Tormented Souls. I know I have more. Wait. I know I have more. Yeah, Final Fantasy 16 is one of them for sure. Dancing in Starlight. I still haven't reviewed that one. You have already a platinum of the game, and I can't. I have to do them one at a time. One at a time, you know. Just tackle it slowly. Okay, so. Does it have more? Wait. Did I come from here? No, right? Did I? Maybe I did. Yeah. Don't remind me, you know. Don't remind me. Which way did I come from, my people? It was not this way. I don't remember the big door. By the way, you're late. Were you waylaid by fighting? There were people struggling to get away. We couldn't just abandon them. In that case, well done. Still, there are likely more who need assistance inside. "'Tis a sorry mess that the royal funeral led to. I could never have imagined." "We have only Louis to blame. Launching an attack on the proceedings was unthinkable." "That's not all he's done. That mad subordinate of his, you said he's after the royal scepter?" "Yes, no doubt to offer it to his master. Once Louis takes it in hand, I fear the whole country will bend to his whims." "We can't let that happen. I mean, we can't stop him, right? So let's keep moving." I'm still trying to decide, you know. I may participate if I'm able to cosplay Dolores, maybe. But I'm still not too sure if I will check out the event or not, you know. It depends if I have other stuff to... Yes, you didn't see my poll on Instagram. Not Dolores, Dolores from Beetlejuice. Come and take away your pain. Not your pain, but she will take away your soul. But yeah, I still don't know. Are you going to the event? The entrance to the upper levels is ahead. Try to keep up. Maybe. Ooh. She wants me to go, I see. Okay, that's an invisible wall. And by the way, do you know more? Only tomorrow you're gonna confirm where you want to do the meetup, right? You've got to be joking. That thing looks absolutely massive. We have to climb that whole way? This is going to take a while. Indeed we do. The Royal Scepter Chamber is at the top. Let us make haste. Saturday, yes. You know, so we can drink a coffee, chat for a little, instead of just being... Yes, I have. Haha! It's here. Show me the money. No, it's show my money leaving my wallet. You know, this is the proof that it left. Behind it's either a dragon or a Bahamut. Maybe Bahamut? You still haven't bought the... Yeah, it kind of looks like a dragon, but I'm assuming it's something like Bahamut. But Bahamut doesn't have like a tail, so I'm not too sure what they are trying... Oh, you're skipping Final Fantasy! I mean, we're probably gonna... Oh, okay, only 7, I see. But I want for every Final Fantasy. I think it's so... It's mandatory. I think it talks up until 16? Maybe? 15? 8, 9, 10... 11, 12... I guess in detail, at least for the chapters, it talks about 11 and 12, but that's kind of weird. No, they talk about Final Fantasy 16. I found the page. They talk about Final Fantasy 16. They do. It's here. Wait. I was actually really lucky. I just decided to open on a random final page, and it talks up until 16. You see? Focus, focus, focus. 16 Final Fantasies. No. I'm not sure if they talk only about the mainline ones. Wait. Fabula Nova Crystallis. Yeah, I guess they only covered the mainline ones, but I'm pretty sure they at least mention in passing stuff like the Sidious. I'm also kind of showing off my pajamas that are Nightmare Before Christmas themed. Yep, you know, you're talking with... Why are you questioning if I'm gonna buy Sonic? I live with someone that pre-ordered Sonic Generations. What is your question? This guy has played almost every Sonic game he can play, so of course he's going to buy the Sonic book. You're lucky that he's not even paying attention, because he kinda ignores me when I'm streaming. O Viana está a perguntar se vou comprar o livro do Sonic. But, see? Immediately! He was like, obviously! You see? We're gonna skip Assassin's Creed, which I'm sure you're not gonna skip. Yeah, I know, but we're not gonna buy every single one. We're gonna buy... I mean, the first ones are the, you know, the more painful ones, because the first ones we want almost all, with the exception of Assassin's Creed. Tomb Raider is a must. It's a must for me. I need Tomb Raider, you know? I need that one. And then, you know, we're gonna skip a lot. Yeah, Silent Hill we will also buy, but neither I nor him care that much about Assassin's Creed, so we're gonna skip that one. I'm sorry. I apologize. I know there are Assassin's Creed out there, but I will remind you, you're not buying the Final Fantasy one. I feel like that's a flaw. But for example, the fighting games, I'm gonna kinda skip them. Tekken, Mortal Kombat, I'm gonna skip those. Oh yeah, oh no, those ones I'm gonna skip for sure. Yeah, no way. When I saw that League of Legends had a book, I was like, I kind of get it, because it is it kind of, you know, it made history because of, you know, how it put esports on the map, kind of. I do understand, but really? What's become of this place?
なのか。しかもこんな建物の中に。
これは廃鉱山で出くわしたのと同じ。
今何か物音が。
上だ。崩れるぞ。
But the beginning ones are the most painful part. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid as well. The first ones are the moment we're gonna feel, you know, poorest, because the first ones we want most of them, but then it's gonna be like we're gonna spend like 10 books that we're not gonna buy at all. So
ここからじゃ無理だ。たまたま崩れたんじゃない。塞がれたんだ。別の場所から入るしかない。心当たりがある。
Yep, that one is also gonna be bought. Yeah.
そうか。なら俺たちも行こ
う。その前に確かめておきたいことがある。 ルイに殺された男についてだ。
Yeah, it's Sonic 3D, so yeah. And I actually want to have that one because I did play Sonic 3D. Even if the book is not, you know, about that specific game, it's gonna, of course, mention it. And it was one of my first Sonic experiences, and I actually, you know, and I kind of saw more of Sonic in 3D rather than the more retro versions. Yeah. Of course I'm not gonna buy that one. No way. Fortnite. No.
あんたはグライアスの知り合いなのか。
ああ、彼の本名はアルセスだ。
So which one is his name? Graius, Alsus? Which one?
アルビド・アルセス。前王陛下の腕を噛まれて王子殿下の剣術師。
Yep, another one that I'm gonna skip.
そうだったのか。とはいえ、私が殿下の近衛として おそばに仕えていた頃の話だ。
あんた王子の近衛なのか。
近衛だ。王子殿下。確認したいのはそれについてだ。教えてくれないか。お前たちはなぜルイの命を狙った。
We can't reveal the reason for the assassination.
復讐だよ。 暗殺は王子のためさ。亡き王子殿下のな。
復讐。
王子だけじゃない。ルイは王も殺したんだ。
アルセスは一時の感情で動く男じゃない。気丈と言われてても常に最良の選択にこだわった。それをなぜ復讐のためだけに。
さあな。知りたいことはそれだけか。
お前たちがアルセスの仲間なのは分かった。改めて協力を求めたい。
Oh, spill the tea. Spill. No, you did not. When was that? Right at the end? Sunday? Sunday at the end? They were after someone. Who? Tell us. Tell us. Tell us more. Ah, okay. Oh, okay. Then okay. That's fine. And here I thought it was tea. Okay, but what happened? Was someone like a heat stroke, or what was happening? Oh my god, I did not expect that answer. But do you know who was feeling poorly? You know, one thing that I will praise about the event is that at different instances during the event, I did saw security guards circulating the event. And I think that's something I haven't seen in other years. And that was a very positive thing, because you would be able to, well, in the middle of the crowd, it was kind of difficult to find them, but at least they were going, you know, doing patrols through the event, so they could be on top of something that was happening. So that's a pretty nice thing that I noticed. Yes. Okay.
俺たちよりも軍に応援を請うべきじゃないのか。
今日の様子を見ただろ。もう当てにできない。少数精鋭の方が対処もしやすい。大聖堂への侵入路を教えよう。力を貸してくれるか。
当然だ。お前はどうだ。
Of course.
もちろんだ。よし。聞くだけ野暮だったな。
How about a bond? Lady Deadpool? Lady Deadpool was a guy? Yeah. I mean, I kinda suspected, because when I saw... I mean, it was not because of the looks, you know, but I kinda suspected, because when I saw Lady Deadpool go by, I was like, is it a girl or a guy? You know, it was still well done, so who cares?
葬儀がこんなになるなんて、国はどうなっちまうんだ。
だいぶ混乱してるな。
無理もない。私自身まだうまく飲み込めていないしな。
あんたたちマリアを見なかった？
マリアいなくなったのか。
I mean, it's still the same event. I think there are some positives in terms of organization. I could tell you a few positives that I noticed when comparing to previous years, but I still think they need to upscale in terms of guests, you know, and activities. I still feel like they need to upscale a bit. Because it's still, the experience of the event itself is still really, you know, mediocre. It's not bad, but it doesn't really improve, so it's kind of more of the same.
騒ぎの話を聞いて駆け出していったのよ。
おい、ファビアンヌ、行ったぞ！マリアだ！
マリア！
動かすな。頭を打ったようだ。
逃げる人の身に巻き込まれたんだろうな。かわいそうに。
気を失っているが、命に別状はなさそうだ。
あの人は一緒じゃないのかい
？Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We are, yeah, the cosplayers, if cosplayers stopped paying for tickets and stopped going in cosplay, the event would be boring. Because, and why is it boring? Because the cosplayers are the walking entertainment of the event. Because they don't actually have entertaining stuff, you know, to make the event. Yeah, because they don't have activities or guests or entertainment in and of itself, you know. So if there are no cosplayers, now what are you doing? You're paying a ticket to buy stuff inside? You're paying to buy?
それはすまない。
覚悟はしてたから。でも
マリアのことはファビアンヌさんが見てる。
取り残された人まだいるんだろう。
救出に入った兵士たちもほとんど戻ってこないらしい。噂じゃルイの紙幣にやられたとか。レイの人間の死骸も安全が確認できなくて置きっぱなしだ。
地下には墓地を兼ねた納骨堂がある。そこを抜ければ大聖堂へ出られるはずだ。
Yeah, I also feel like Meo Shizel was a better event. I do feel like I was entertained, but because it's very much a gaming event, it's very focused on gaming. I wish they also had some of the stuff that usually the other events have to kind of give some variety. But as a gaming event, it was pretty entertaining. You have you could just stop at the retro consoles. You could go for the Japanese arcades. You could just, you know, chill at PS5 or Nintendo Switch, because there was enough consoles for you to kind of be able to enjoy it without being stuck in huge lines. And yes, therefore it was a very entertaining event. Yeah, no, that I got so many Doritos. That was too much, and I'm not gonna even talk about Monster. I didn't get any, and I didn't want any.
信用していいんだな。納骨堂にはどうやって入る？
Yeah, there was I do remember there was an Iber, and it was for a few years like that. There was an Iber that they gave free cola. I drank so much cola. Yeah, exactly. I drank so many. It was like these small cans, like mini cans, but yeah, and deodorants. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if you saw, but there was a stand for Iberanime merch, and there was a wheel, and you paid 2 euros to be able to spin the wheel, and you would get like chopsticks and a fan, and they would cost 4 euros if you bought them without spinning the wheel. I was like, and that's the only thing that always came out. There was like this dude in front of me when I was trying to ask how that worked, that bought like 5 or 6 chips to spin the wheel. That guy spent like 10, 12 euros just to get chopsticks and you know, the fan. And what? I feel sorry for that guy. He really just fell for a scam. Because I thought, maybe at least 1 chip is for free. Nope, you have to pay right off the bat.
Yoshi, 急ぐぞ。
Popularity rankings. Check your approval rating by pressing L1. Archetypes as manifestations of heroes can sense the fame of their user. You'll grow more popular naturally and by helping other people. In addition, mag proportionate to your ranking will accumulate daily at any coronation rock, where leading candidates' faces are carved into their surface by the king's magic. You can collect multiple days' worth at once. Okay. Hehe. I mean, but now it's Vorten. Vorten, right? Okay. After party. Yeah, it is. And you can get at other shops for, you know, what they have. Hi there, Alex. Welcome. How are you doing? Welcome. Sure, I can try to buy... I'm buying it. Oh, you sang at the karaoke? Nice, nice. Hope you had fun. Oh, you sang Baka Mitai. I see. Nice. So you feel like you are in Yakuza's karaoke. She got stuck. I'm still waiting for the confirmation. I sent my I signed up for the free entry and I'm waiting for the confirmation that I have it. Oh, he heard you, okay. Nunu will be there, right? No lookouts that I can see. Will not be discovered going in or out of the cathedral as we please. Yep. Oh, it's gonna be free? He's gonna be paid! He's gonna be paid? It's so quiet, it's kind of creepy. I'd rather have avoided disturbing the dead, but we cannot let that stop us here. Mete o homem a trabalhar! I'm worried about the people left in the Grand Cathedral. More? Yeah, it's gonna. Let's head to the cathedral. We're going after that necromancer. We're going to catch him, for Grias' sake as well.
Yes.
Just as I thought, this area has yet to be sealed off. We should be able to enter through here. He invited you, but you don't want to go to Lisbon. Understandable. Kitty cat!
Yeah.
The Grand Cathedral. I recall visiting a few times. An iconic structure and a symbol of the sheer power sanctism holds in the kingdom. I believe it was also where they kept the royal scepter, instrument of the royal magic, that lofty power said to shake the world's very foundation. Should that scepter fall into the wrong hands, it would spell dire consequences for the country, not the least of which fracturing the much-needed faith of the people. The man you stand against, the man known as Louise, may be one of the most powerful wielders of magic alive today. If you would fight, you must strive to reach the pinnacle of your archetype and train well alongside your allies. Indeed, I am curious to see who prevails. Wait, why is it glowing? Wait. Just to be sure, the royal magic is the spell that got invoked at the royal funeral, right? And this is its formula? That does seem to be the case. Put another way, the king had a detailed plan to ensure how things would play out before he died at Louis's hand. Kind of a stupid plan if it involves giving your son's murderer a chance to take the throne. I don't see the logic. In the 785 years that Euchronia has endured, there has only been a few instances where the king has invoked this magic. A strong desire of some sort surely spurred his decision. I believe there are still secrets to be found, a reason that the script exists and for the name and drawing at the end. What a strange feeling I'm getting. Now that I consider it again, I feel as if I've seen this somewhere before. Why would I feel this way? It's certainly not a language used anywhere in the kingdom. Hey, you okay? Indeed, it certainly seems there is much I cannot recall. Should you learn anything new, I would appreciate it very much if you'd share it with me. Please examine the scroll whenever you've learned new truths. This looks like research documents about the healer archetype. In times of yore, there lived heroes who healed all who looked to them for succor, regardless of birth. Their souls together formed the power of the healer. Among them, the adept who walks the path of salvation I dubbed the cleric, and the elite guardian of all things holy I dubbed the savior. The healer archetype is not only peerless in its healing and purification on the battlefield, but is a master of offensive light magic as well. But in choosing to heal, one must sacrifice the strength to harm, or the resilience to act as shield. Let no healer forget this truth. So this archetype is a supporting role with great healing magic and some offense with light magic, but otherwise it's pretty fragile. Yeah, so go to the back line. Oh wait, I need to go down. Bye-bye! Let's go back to reality. Yeah. There are certain people that you cannot avoid. Okay. And save. Yes. This path leads to the back entrance of the Grand Cathedral. Security should be lighter than it is at the front. Then let's head inside. You all ready? Let's go. Then let us enter. The way is straight ahead. 6 hours of demo. It's downright eerie, much too quiet in here. We've no choice but to still ourselves and move on. This is the only way left open to us. The area looks clear. Let's hurry. Wait, I'm getting a strange feeling from up ahead. It's the same feeling I had at the abandoned mine before. But the mines were... What do you sense? I don't know, but I've got a bad feeling about this. What's the plan, Will? Indeed, 'tis best we go into this as ready as we can be. Oh, okay, but there's nothing I can do, right? Yeah, this is literally the only thing I can do. I don't have any keys. Right, no time to second guess ourselves. This is a big demo, that's what I'm trying to tell you. This is such a big demo. Oh, you freaking douchebag. Aren't you a bitch? Natsukiane is on the ground. We could hear already the screaming. Nines fell. Go, it's your opportunity, your... reveal your persona. No, wrong game. The same, I don't know.
だから今すぐ構えろ。
そうか。ならば私も。
汝使命にさまよう人。
Of course, so predictable.
立ち止まることをあなたが歩み出した道を選ぶためです。
使命じゃない。私の意志だ。まだ死ぬわけにはいかない。
ありがとう。気高き別れを選びし人。これより恐れも不安もあなたの光。汝王道を照らす輝ける星よ。目覚めなさい。
Jesus, you have a freaking huge name. Usually characters only have like first name and that's it. Hi there, Debate. Thank you so much for the lurk. Hello. Rip out your heart. Why does everyone use it as a microphone? Do I have to also take out my heart so I can sing into my heart? What is that? Okay, what's your... Oh, it's freaking huge! You've unlocked synthesis skills. Synthesis skills are special, cooperative skills available according to the party's channeled archetypes. Access them by pressing on a party member's turn. Okay. In order to perform any synthesis skill, a second party member with a specific archetype channeled is necessary. Synthesis skills consume the collaborator's turn icon in addition to the active character's turn icon. Oh. Okay. No problem, Win. Hi there, how are you doing? Welcome. Okay, I can't because I only have one turn. Oh, goddamn. I suppose that light is gonna be weakness, yeah. Do I? I'm not sure. I noticed that there was some kind of warning pop-up that was at the beginning of the stream, but I didn't understand why or... Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that one.
殿下をマリアの住むこの国を頼む。
最後の言葉確かに受け取った。よし、うまくいった。
Nice.
成長したぜ。
眠れ、アルセス。王子殿下とマリアのことは任せてくれ。
この結晶、廃鉱山にあったのと同じものよね。まがまがしい気配が一緒。とりあえず壊してみましょう。
死人を起こしただけでなく、こんな異様なものまで。
そういえばあんたこの絵だと言ってたな。王子襲撃の晩もその場に。
末席としてだがな。騎士になりたてだった私を殿下は呪いを受けて、その後姿を隠す。アルセスは殿下と失踪した側近の一人だ。共に死んだと思われていた。
でもあなたは王子は生きてるって信じてたのよね。
一人で捜索隊を名乗り放浪していたが、陛下の訃報を耳にして戻った。その後は知っての通りだ。よし、先を急いや、心配ない。
嘘言うな。レバナでまともに食らってたしな。一度戻った方がいい。
しかし
ここまでしてくる以上、あの男も時間を稼ぎたいんだろう。一刻を惜しむより確実を期すべきだ。一旦戻るってことでいいだろう。
We should head back.
そうだな、戻ろう。
分かった。君たちに従おう。
ちょうどいいとこにマリアが目を覚ましたんだよ。ただ怪我は悪くないんだけど、閉じこもったまま出てこなくてね。伝えたんだ。お父さんはもう帰ってこないって。
そうか。
そうだ、あの人の持ち物からあんたたちへの書き置きが見つかってね。使えるものがあれば使ってくれってさ。部屋に置いといたから受け取ってやって。
Graius entrusted his belongings to us.
もう一度様子を見てくるよ。あんたたちは気にせず休んでちょうだい。
ルイメ。
匿名は引き継ぐってことでいいの？
匿名？
王子の呪いを解くためにルイを撃つ作戦よ。失敗したまま投げ出せないから。
そのことならとっくに腹は決まってる。
どうなの？ルイを追う気はある？
Of course I am.
そんなの当たり前だ。
ああ、あんな悪党は野放しにできない。奴が王になればどんなことが起こるか見ただろ
う。ルイの討伐か。だったら私も加えてもらえないか。君たちが砦でひどい目にあったのは聞いた。それに加え今回の件、ルイ一味は本気で王座を奪う気だ。共に行かせてほしい。あの男を排除できても王位を継ぐ方の御身を救えねば水の泡だろう。王子殿下のお命が救われるその日まで戦い抜いてみせる。
願ってもないけどいいの？
もともと続けていた旅が少し長引くだけのことだ。どうだ？
We'd welcome you.
大歓迎だ。
そうか、感謝する。 今度は私が君たちを守ろう。
改めてよろしく頼む。
任せておけ。やっと同志として信じ合えるな。目的が果たされるまで私もこの命預けよう。
忠誠熱き騎士ヒュルケンベルグ。彼女こそ騎士の美徳を心に宿すもの。彼女との絆を育てることであなたに眠る新たな力が目覚めるでしょう。
たとえこの命尽きようとも。
I sense the heroic embodiment of the knight from Hulkenberg. You can now study the knight in Academia. Try seeing what new powers await you.
そうだ、仲間になったんならあれを見せないと。今この瞬間の王子をだいぶ前から眠ったまま。
王子殿下。
でも早く呪いを解いてあげないと遠くないうちに。
例の男が大きな手がかりだ。何を企んでいるかわからないが捕まえてルイの居場所も吐かせてみせる。
奴の狙いは王爵だろう。王爵が安置される部屋は強力な魔法で封印されている。解除できる腕があるとしても何日もかかる大仕事のはずだ。
それで藻が開けるまでとか言ったのかな。もしそうなら藻が開けるまでまだ日がある。少しは猶予がありそうね。けど最悪の日を待てってどういう意味なんだろう。単に王爵を奪ってやるって意味なのかな。
その前に捕まえればわかることだ。お上の許可はもらったし、この宿を拠点にさせてもらおう。
Ah, yes, instead of being LeBlanc's coffee shop, it's gonna be this inn.
それが良さそうね。今日はもう遅いから明日ここに集まりましょう。グライアスとマリアのことは責任を感じてるの
I mean, nobody thought that would happen.
仕方のないことだったと思いたいけど。
でも悔しいよね。私がもっとうまくみんなを導ければいいのに、道案内だってちゃんとできてない。
You got us this far.
生き延びられたのはガリカのおかげだよ。
本当？でもそう言ってもらえると嬉しい。落ち込んじゃってたけど、これじゃダメよね。グライアスが命を張って遂げようとした任務だもの。私たちが何とかしなきゃ。
Thank you so much for the lurk win.
一緒に頑張ろうね。できることなら何だってするから。
I can sense Gallica's heartbreak, her trust, and her determination. Ah, rank 2, nice.
過去よりも今を大事にしないと。それじゃ明日に備えて今日のところはゆっくり休みましょう。休みましょう。
Fabienne's groceries for the inn are all lined up. I don't want to get in the way, so I'll leave them alone. The bed seems rather stiff, but I can still rest in it. Maybe it's time to call it a night? So when is the demo stopping? Hi there, Moore. Really? What exactly do you have against sleep? Okay. Apparently we've been invited to Academia.
力に目覚めた大切な仲間が一人失われてしまったな。人の命の儚さに唖然とさせられる。だが無に帰したわけじゃない。彼は最後の瞬間まで恐れや不安に立ち向かい続けた。古き英雄の生き様が物語で受け継がれるように、彼もまた知られざる英雄として心は君に受け継がれる。
The mag used by Graius has been inherited and returned to Will's soul.
だが力の目覚めには試練が伴う。たとえ乗り越えてもこの先は君自身の資質が問われる場面も出てくるだろう。アーキタイプと自身の資質両方を愚直に磨き続けることだ。それが世界を変える一歩になる。
You may come across items that grow your archetypes in various places, similar to the hero's incense you received from Moore. You can use them from the item menu. They grant experience directly to an archetype without having to battle.
そうだ。もう一つ大事な話がある。君がここを訪れるには落ち着いて本を開ける場所が必要なわけだが、そうなると敵がうろつくようなところでは難しい。でもそれではやりづらい場面も出てくるだろう。そこでだ。賢そうだろう。こいつの首輪には特別な魔導器が仕込んである。僕の方から会いに行くとまではさすがにいかないが、こいつの意識を代わりに使わすくらいはできそう。
I can have the kitty?
戦いの場でこいつの姿を見かけたら触れてみるといい。必ず君らの旅の一部になる。
Yes, I will always stop to pet the kitty.
命をつなぐためあらゆる力の組み合わせを考え続けようじゃないか。ではまた会おう。
何？
Has the crystal on the ground been shattered? No, surely not as quickly. The soldiers couldn't possibly. No matter. Trivial, all of it. More importantly, a rather complicated sealing spell, but I see its workings. Breaking it will be only a matter of time. So close to the hall of the royal scepter. The plan is near its fruition and the calamity draws ever closer. I need to work on my evil laugh, I guess. I apologize that we've commandeered your home. Yes, surely before the day of calamity that he is warned about. I don't know what he is plotting, but I want nothing more than to foil it. We can't let a tragedy that would rob this country of its future come to pass, not only for the prince, but for Graius as well. One last matter. I am yet unused to this strange power. Once we take the field again, I would look to another for the orders. Will, you seem best suited to the task. That is the role you've been serving thus far, yes? No objections here. He's certainly gotten me out of plenty of nasty situations. I agree. You up for that, Will? Alright, got it. May you lead us to victory. I suppose that would make you our captain. A fitting title for a company's tactical authority, no? I guess, but it sounds so formal. I don't know if I could get used to calling him that. As for when we return to the cathedral, yours is the final say, but with better served by prudence than haste. Right, let's make sure we're ready for this. Gallica, when it's time to go, you give us the word. Yeah, got it. Stay calm, everyone. You can do this. Quest start, Necromancer takedown. Mission periods. A mission with a deadline has begun. Meet up with your allies at the catacombs entrance to challenge the Grand Cathedral. Failure to complete your mission by the deadline will result in a game over. You must defeat the Necromancer before the Day of Calamity. On a given day, you have time to do one thing in the day and another at night. Dungeons can only be visited during the day, and you'll need your rest at night. If you spend time in town during the day, the night is yours. On the local map, there are icons indicating where you can hone your royal virtues, people who have requests, and where your followers are. Raising your royal virtues and strengthening your bonds with your followers is the key to obtaining new archetypes. Use your free time wisely and strive to be the best version of yourself. If an action will consume time, the choice will be marked with a clock symbol. Keep this in mind so you can plan your activities accordingly. Hey, you got a sec? I was thinking, isn't Grand Shred just huge? All this running from end to end must be so tiring. So, I was thinking, you've got His Highness's sword, right? Maybe you can do something cool with it. Graya said that sword was forged with magla. With a little magic, I think I can make it float. That's what the prince used to do, remember? So let's give it a try. Picture levitating, then see if you can stand on it. Blade riding. While in safe areas like cities, so I don't have a skateboard like Joker, I have a sword that I skate. To hop on your blade and quickly ride through the area, you can increase your speed by holding R2.
ようやくここまでたどり着いたようだね。ここまでがメタファーの物語のプロローグとなる。いよいよここから本格的なゲームプレイが始まる。ただし、プロローグデモ版で体験できるのはその最初の3日間。どこに行くのか、誰と出会うのか、過ごし方は自由だ。君の思うままにこの3日間を楽しんでみてほしい。
Okay, so finally I've reached the limit of the, I finished the prologue. Let's see our mark. Okay, 6 hours and a half to be able to finish the prologue. You can still play like 3 days, but honestly, I think since the save file will just go to the final, if I one day decide to play Metaphor ReFantazio, the full game, I think I will not play, for the limit of the 3 days, because I would very much want to kind of manage my days, and I'm not really sure what's my deadline. When is the Day of Calamity? Oh, in 10 days, okay. So it's much more than 3 days. So yeah, this has been a nice experience. It's a game that I for sure would like to play since I enjoyed my experience with Persona 5. But I do feel more tempted to actually buy the package, you know, that give you Persona 3, 4, and 5 Royal, so I can play a different version of 5, because people say that Royal is a much more complete with the new girl and the new dungeon and other story elements that they add. And I would be more interested in that than this game. If I found a good promotion on this game, I would buy it. The cast, the music, the cast of voice actors, the music, they are all very solid. But this is so painfully a copy of Persona 5. I feel a little bit let down by that, because when I saw the trailer for this game, I like the art style and I think the game visually looks appealing. I was actually surprised by how many cutscenes. Hi there, Miss Cat. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. I'm sharing my thoughts on Metaphor ReFantazio's demo. Hi, welcome. What were you doing? I don't think I have any mods right now. So let me give you a shout out. Lorcana boosters. Ooh, did you get good cards? Or are you doing it just for the collection? Okay, it was me. You know, boosters do be like that. Okay, just for the collection. Did you get a lot of repetitions on the cards? Sometimes that's what gets me down on buying boosters. I don't do Lorcana collection, but I do Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And the cards that end up more than once, that you can get more than once, that you kind of get on my nerves. Yeah, duplicated now. Yeah. But I hope at least you were able to get a few nice ones that you hadn't already in your collection. So, the reason why I feel like this game will not become a priority, it's because I feel like it's a Persona 5 with a different skin. There's so many. I could also make a comparison shot by shot of similarities between this and Persona 5. Thank you so much for stopping by, Miss Cat. I do understand that it was the end of your stream, so do feel free to go rest. Thank you so much for your amazing raid, for leaving your community here, and I hope you have a very good rest and a very good night. See ya! Thank you so much! And once again, congratulations. I'm not sure if I have told you. Congratulations on the first place on the group cosplay. So yeah, I mean, Gallica's relationship with the protagonist kind of mirrors Morgana's with Joker. The way, by just talking, because Morgana kind of follows you everywhere, the way you just casually talk and you level up the archetype here, Persona in Persona 5, you know, the way that characters come into contact with the protagonist and they awaken archetypes because they also feel that the situation is unjust and they want the prince back to reclaim the throne. You know, it's just like Joker having these friends that gather around him. The only difference is that Joker would get high schoolers, so other people his age, and here you have like different races and people of various ages joining your team because it's a more mature setting. But Then again, Persona 5 also had some mature themes about it, so it's just the context in general that it's a little bit more mature because it's about a kingdom in the brink of war instead of just, youngsters feeling like they are left out of society. I don't know. It's so much like Persona, and that's not what I was looking for in this game. That's why I feel like I'm a little bit disappointed with it. But that is not to say that I would not jump at the opportunity of playing this game when I have... But I will wait for a very good promotion. It's not going to be a game that I will buy while it's still, around its full price. I will wait for an opportunity. That said, I still had fun. I still feel like it's a good game to play. I just feel like, like I said, it's just too similar for my taste. I would like something a little bit different. But hey, I still have Shin Megami Tensei 3 to play, so that's still here, and that's at least a little different from Persona. And I still have that. It's more like a JRPG to its core, and I still have that one to play. So, we can confidently say that we have wrapped up Metaphor ReFantazio's demo. I cannot believe that it took 6 hours and a half to finish a demo. Never have I played such a long demo. But then again, just like with Persona 5, I feel like this game is a slow burn, which is not a bad thing, but it is what it is. I think it fits the pacing because they do give you a lot of context, story, character development, but at the same time, it's a slow burner, so of course the prologue was huge, and I never thought the demo would cover so much of the game. So, thank you so much. Hope you have a nice evening, a good rest, and may music always be your life force. Bye bye!